kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got it behind the line. It's Stone. There he goes. Big play for this offense. They get it to the 32.
And he shows you the arm right there. But I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. White going to attack through the air. He makes the grab.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. White wants to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pitt right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. White going to attack through the air. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Dumps it off in the flats. Fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on fourth down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. Turning it on. Got enough space, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. White wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Caught over the middle. It's Burke. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Return goes out of bounds.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's gone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you can got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive. Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Staley. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Goff. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it all right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. White going to attack through the air. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stone. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver.
Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel...
Oh, he's got some space. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Rides to back and leaves it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
There's some pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first.
Well, and the bad... They're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. White going to attack through the air. It's complete on the right side. Snowed under by the defense. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. By himself, he makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. White wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it. Sneaks it in.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out really far to the ground.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll keep it himself. Find some fresh air. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this. On their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. How about this? That's catch number 300 in his career.
And it doesn't matter who's been playing quarterback in this offense. Who's ever pulling the trigger, they know this guy is dependable. 300 catches, David, that is a lot.
Just unreal consistency. Over 300 catches. That is unbelievably amazing. The consistency, the work, the toughness, the durability. This dude's done it all.
This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Absolutely perfect. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going right to work up top. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time
breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. Just what? Offense was looking for, sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the op. Back on the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball passed. If you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he made the extra point without problem. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Making side adjustments here. Brown wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Time to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. With a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Brown will throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and they can win it on this return. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Looking for a crease. It's gone. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and they want to be careful here not to go backwards and make a potential game-winning kick tougher. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it! A walk-off field goal wins it in overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.